The power of strategic reflection. Imagine a samurai standing on the battlefield, carefully observing his enemies, every detail of their movements. Before making his first move, while many believe that immediate action is the path to victory, Musashi teaches us something different. Sometimes success depends on a mind that knows how to reflect before acting. He believed that for every battle, it was necessary to first understand the scenario deeply, analyze all possibilities, and only then decide the exact moment to strike. In our lives, we often find ourselves rushing to make decisions, whether it's at work, in personal relationships, or during moments of crisis. But are we, like Musashi, taking the time to reflect before we act? Strategic thinking, which involves a deep analysis of all variables, might be the factor that separates an impulsive decision from a wise one. Musashi understood that the problem isn't overthinking. The problem is thinking without direction. The secret lies in thinking deeply with focus and purpose. This means considering the consequences of every action, predicting your enemy's responses, which in life could be an obstacle, a doubt, or even an internal insecurity. This careful reflection allows for precise and effective action when the time finally comes. Now, think about your own decisions. How many times have you acted on impulse without giving the necessary attention to the details? And if you had paused a little longer, thought a little more, like Musashi did, could the outcome have been different? Knowing when to stop thinking and start acting. Now that you understand the importance of stopping and thinking deeply before acting, let's move on to Musashi's next teaching. Knowing when not to overthink. Yes, the same samurai who preached the importance of strategic thinking also knew that too much reflection can turn into hesitation. On the battlefield, Musashi learned that there comes a point where thought must transform into action. He believed that after a careful analysis, it's essential to trust your intuition and your training to make the right decision. In other words, mental preparation is important, but action must also be taken with confidence. In our lives, this balance is crucial. Often, what holds us back from moving forward isn't a lack of reflection, but the fear of acting. We get caught in a loop of doubts, thinking of all the things that could go wrong, which results in paralysis. Musashi teaches us that overthinking is useful when it serves a clear and focused action, but it is equally important to know when to stop thinking and simply trust the process. If you've already reflected deeply on a decision, evaluated the risks and opportunities, then it's time to act. As Musashi said, do not hesitate. Hesitation brings weakness. Wisdom lies in using strategic thinking to strengthen your confidence and prepare the ground. But once that's done, action must be taken with courage and determination. The importance of reviewing your actions now that you understand the balance between reflection and action. Let's talk about a third powerful lesson from Musashi. The importance of reviewing your decisions after you've acted. For the samurai, the battle didn't end with the final sword strike. He always returned to the battlefield in his mind to analyze each move. This allowed him to learn from his successes and mistakes, constantly refining his strategy for future battles. In our lives, this is what we call the feedback loop, the continuous process of reviewing and adjusting. Think about how many times you've made a decision, and after acting simply moved on without ever looking back to evaluate what worked and what didn't. Musashi teaches us that by revisiting our actions, we can identify patterns of success and failure, constantly improving our ability to make effective decisions. This is crucial, especially when you're aiming for big goals. You've likely realized that many decisions aren't final. They are part of an ongoing learning process. By pausing to reflect on past actions, you develop a sharper strategic vision, becoming capable of adjusting your course more precisely. So ask yourself, how often do you stop to review your own battles? What have you learned from your victories and defeats? And more importantly, how can those lessons influence your future actions? The art of patience and strategy. Now that you've learned how Musashi balanced strategic thinking, confident action, and reviewing decisions, we arrive at the final step, patience. Musashi knew that great victories don't happen overnight. They require time, persistence, and the willingness to wait for the right moment to act. He understood that sometimes, thinking more and acting with caution is what guarantees a lasting victory. In life, this means that we shouldn't expect immediate results from our decisions. Just as Musashi observed his opponents, waited for an opening, and attacked at the exact right moment, you must also cultivate strategic patience. Often success comes to those who know how to wait, who understand the right time to move forward and the right time to hold back. Musashi said that a true warrior is one who doesn't despair at delays, but remains steadfast in their strategy, confident that victory will come. This lesson of patience can be applied to any aspect of your life, at work, in personal projects, or even in relationships. It's easy to feel anxious when things don't happen as quickly as we'd like, but the true master, like Musashi, knows that the right strategy takes time. When you combine deep reflection, determined action, and strategic patience, you set yourself on the path to victories that truly matter. Now, think about how you can apply this strategic patience to your own life. Are you making rushed decisions? Or are you waiting for the right moment to act? Final thoughts and reflection. Now that you know these strategic secrets inspired by Musashi, you can see how they have the potential to transform your life, both personally and professionally. Which of these lessons did you find most powerful? Was it the importance of strategic thinking, the confidence to act, or the patience to wait for the right moment? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear how you plan to apply this in your daily life. And don't forget to check out our last video, Titolo do Ultimo Video, where we explore more ways that Musashi's philosophy can impact other areas of your life. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, activate notifications, and keep advancing with the wisdom and patience of a true samurai. Thank you for watching, and until the next video. Remember, the journey to success requires both a sharp mind and a ready sword.